These days, keeping your focus and catching up with all the readings and review is brought to a whole new level of a challenge because of the pandemic. But you are a future lawyer, so you're not going to procrastinate, and you are in fact determined to surpass the pitfalls around you that rob you of your focus and productivity. Now let's get the ball rolling with the simple steps to turn things around when you're having a hard time to focus. First step is to clear your desk or your study space. Ditch all the non-essentials and duplicates. Put your other things away when you don't need them. Clear out the clutter and banish them elsewhere before anything else. Prepare your environment to be conducive for concentration and make it easier for you to maintain your attention to what you're reading and studying. The second thing that you can do is to say no to endeavors or things that do not advance your goals. No to superfluous online shopping or window shopping. No to late night trivial chats. No to excessive naps. And no to endless movie marathons or Netflix binge watching. I'm sorry to say, but these are very impractical things to do. You are much better off studying, resting, or taking good care of yourself. The third step is to make a to-do list or a planner or a timetable that is going to be your blueprint and a sacred writ for you to follow to elevate the quality of your day from so-so to super productive. The joy of ticking off items in your to-do list will be very rewarding to the senses. The fourth step is to take responsibility for your actions. We may be in the midst of a pandemic, and the reality is that you'll be stuck at home for another few months. But don't let the comfort and casualness rob you of productivity and consistency in your studies. When you say you'll study today, do it. Don't skip your study sessions and attribute it on something else. You are the one person responsible for your actions, and at the end of the day, you will want to be telling yourself how well you did today, and not tomorrow I'll try again. The fifth is to limit your social media activities. Set a limit to the time you use scrolling and liking on Facebook, Twitter, or other social media platforms. 10 to 15 minutes every 6 or 8 hours would be enough for all intents and purposes. I hope you practice time blocking. It is a productivity or time management technique we have discussed in the previous video. When you time block, you can set the time limit for all your activities, including flipping through social media. The next thing that you can do is to take breaks. Breaks in between your deep work and concentration in reading and studying is vital to sustain you for a longer period of time, and in turn, you'll get more studying done. Make a cup of tea or coffee, sit down and meditate, talk to the people you're with at home, or simply do nothing at all. Don't think, just breathe. Or maybe you can go outside for a walk or dance like no one is watching. In order to focus, it is likewise important to stop multitasking. Instead, set deadlines for your tasks and do the most important things first, one at a time. Settle with the task at hand and do not stop until you're finished with it. Doing multiple things at once will drag down your mental energy and drain your physical and your thinking capacity. Last but not the least is to get enough hours of sleep. Boost your productivity and endurance to sustain hours of reading and studying when you are well rested the night before. Get adequate sleep is also a form of self-love, and it is very refreshing both for the mind and the body. Procrastination and even anxiety may linger, but fight it. Commit, work hard, and thrive.